We're seeing these debt concerns play out. We're seeing these capital controls. And on top of that, we have something you call grey rhinos. Tell us about them.
Well, I think that the grey rhinos basically expand by borrowing money to buy assets. So they grow and grow and grow based on debt-fueled expansion. It's not from operation-based expansion. So those are debt bombs. And the government thinks that one of those could trigger a financial crisis like Lehman Brothers. So the government is trying to prevent a financial crisis. They are looking at where the crisis might happen. So they are shifting their focus from like grey rhinos now to the property market, and because the household debt has been rising at over 20% per annum, and it's already over 100% of disposable income. So it could double in 3 years, and you could see it blows up. So in 3 years' time, so the government is looking around for where the financial crisis might happen, and they're trying to do something about it.
I mean, you could say to try and whack a mole, but Andy, so we have on the one side these grey rhinos you're talking about who've financed expansion through credit. Then that's shifted to these Chinese developers now, is what you're saying. Now, you've called these grey rhinos PONZI schemes. Surely these developers are not.
Well, I think China's property market as a whole is a Ponzi scheme. There's no shortage. And China is such a large country, and there's no shortage of land, no shortage of property, and infrastructure overbuilt. So when the valuation of property is like higher than in Japan in 1989, that has to be a Ponzi scheme. This Ponzi scheme is based on the expectation that currency value will depreciate because you cannot take the money out, and you're still printing money a lot, and there would be inflation, the money would be inflated away. So this fear factor is driving a speculation in the property market. And the government thinks that now it's going so crazy that it might blow up. So it's trying to cool things down a bit. But what the government is doing is still managing the bubble, not really bursting the bubble. They want to slow down the market. They are not addressing the fundamental issue in the speculation, that is the overexpansion of money supply.